When we finally arrived at our destination, we were surprisingly welcome. Well, in comparison. Rather than the hostility offered to us at other villages, we were instead met with mere indifference. What could have changed? Did Nephron finally pull his forces out of the area? Excuse me, are you Princess Zuleika? No, I'm... Yes, she is. Shale? It's alright, Princess. I can tell that she means us no harm. I have a message for you, from His Majesty, the Emperor. A message? I, still gotta perfect my, Nephron voice here. It's been a while, hasn't it, Princess? The castle has been quite lonely without you. For whatever it was that caused you to leave, I would like to make amends. I am holding a royal ball at the castle in 1 month's time. I would be truly honored if the beautiful princess would make an appearance. We'll be awaiting your arrival, Princess. I still think it's so funny that in this path, you haven't even met Nephron. You haven't even seen him. I mean, Zuleika as a character has met Nephron, but you as a player have not seen him at all. But you've heard of him. But that's one of the things I would improve in a remake is actually getting to see the villain a little bit before the very last scene of the game. This sounds like a trap. Maybe so, but this could also be a perfect opportunity. A perfect opportunity for what exactly? Princess, over the last few months we've seen firsthand what has happened to your nation as a result of that man's rule. If you truly care for your people as much as I believe you do, then I'm afraid there's only one way to help them. We have to dethrone him. Jeez, Kirile. You can't just talk about things like that in the street. You guys, you would actually be willing to do something like that? This isn't even your nation. Through our travels with you, Princess, this land has become like a second home to us. That's right, and we want to see it thrive, not crumble under the rule of a crazy monarch. We all know what happened last time I failed to act in a case like this. There's no way we could all withstand another continental war. I need to think about this for a while. I'll meet up with you guys later. Very well, Princess. Do what you need to do. In my heart, guess I always knew it would come to this. I just hoped that I'd be able to spend a bit more time with my friends first. I'll wander around the town a bit to clear my head and think about it later, after I've had some time to relax. What should I do? There should be another round of the martial arts tournament, which I think is technically the last round of the tournament, but not necessarily the last battle. But let's go ahead and do that. Welcome to the biggest event of the year, the 9th annual martial arts tournament. Test your skill against the best fighters in the nation. It's great to have you here. Let the tournament begin. The third match will be... On this side, the former Princess Zuleika, known for her courage and conquest in battle. And on this one, we have the Prince Shale of Milan, known far and wide for his incredible speed and deadly accuracy. This is supposed to be the most difficult battle of the game, with the exception of, this probably shouldn't be too much of a spoiler, but the last battle is with Nephron. And that battle is actually kind of rigged so that if you have done all of the other battles, or even just like most of them, then the battle with Nephron is going to be super, super easy. But if you've ignored all of the battles up to that point and then you try to fight Nephron, it's like impossibly difficult. So, just FYI. But realistically, like, without being rigged, this one is supposed to be the most difficult. This is it. I can't back down now. I would prefer not to take up arms against one such as you, but if I must, then so be it. So this one you really gotta do kind of a mix, but I also know that I'm just gonna end up cheesing again, so. Attack! Take this! Yay, critical hit! What a bother. Oh, Shale. Take this. Although, this may also... I may have set it up so that some of the other battles are also influenced by... so each battle that you fight, or each time you do training or anything else, you get a battle skill. Just kind of an invisible stat. But that's kind of how we determine, like, at the end, whether you've spent a bunch of time doing the battles or not. And so I wonder if even this battle, like, the more battle skill you have, the more, like, greater chance of critical hit you have, because 2 of those in a row is very surprising. Take this. And even that, like, she's actually doing a lot of damage. So for all that, like, oh yeah, this is supposed to be the most difficult battle of the game. It's not very difficult. KIRILE'S was more difficult than this. Yay, chill mist. Yay, one, woo! That was easy. Way to prove me wrong, Shale. Gosh. Woo! 1,000 gold. That's a lot. I don't even need it. I don't even need it. Because KIRILE'S already at a red heart, so I don't need any more strength. So, I almost feel like there's not even any point. So at this point, I could just rest to the end to be like, okay, let's just skip. I don't need to build my stats anymore. Let's just move on. When I arrived at the inn that night, I found only Shale waiting for me. What have you decided, Princess? You guys are right. The only way Tyreka will ever be able to rebuild itself to its former glory is if a good, reliable king is on the throne. Nephron doesn't fit that description. No, he definitely does not. There's something else we need to discuss as well. What is it, Shale? All 3 of us going to the ball is too risky. Not only would it be more difficult to get in, but if something were to go wrong, at least one of us needs to survive in order to carry on the mission. So, you're saying that I can only choose one of you to go with me? Yes, Princess, I'm afraid so. I understand. I'll think about it. Please do. In the meantime, sleep well. I doubted that I would be able to sleep well that night, not with so much running through my head. Now, here's hoping I didn't shoot myself in the foot and that I actually did have a red heart with KIRILE. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. We'll find out. We'll find out. The month flew by quickly, and before I knew it, it was the day before the ball. I still hadn't figured out what I was going to do. I didn't even want to think about it. Remember this spot, Princess? I looked around, startled from my thoughts. When I realized where we were, I smiled. This is where our adventure started, isn't it? It feels like it's been years since that day. Oh, good. He has a red heart. Oh, good. We're good. We're good. It's hard to believe that this is the last night we'll spend together. I've had so much fun with you two. Another missed opportunity was the threesome ending. The poly ending. I've had a lot of fun with you too, Kirile. No matter what happens tomorrow, I'll never forget the time we've spent together. Neither will we, Princess. Let's make this day count for all it's worth. Yeah, let's do it. We spent the day relaxing and playing by the riverside. I think even the ever-serious Shale had fun. He sure had changed since the first time we met. Kirile was the same as ever, always laughing and joking around. His smile lit up the whole world. As much as I enjoyed our day together, I knew that it was about to come to an end. That night, I was approached by just the person I wanted to see. Hey there, Zuleika. Nice night, isn't it? It is, though it's even better now that you're here. I was about to say the same. Small talk aside, we need to discuss your plans for tomorrow. I would like to be the one to go with you. Are you sure, Kirile? It'll be dangerous, and... Just listen to me, Zuleika. When I lost my eye, I thought I'd never be able to trust again, or be able to smile again. But you... Something about you opened my heart in a way I never thought was possible. When I thought all was lost, you showed me that not everyone is bad, that there are good people, wonderful people in this world too. And you brought my smile back. I don't know what I ever did to deserve the chance to walk alongside someone as amazing as you, but there's nowhere else I'd rather be. Oh, Kirile. You're an amazing person too, you know. You really think so? Of course. I wouldn't say if I didn't mean it. Then, will you let me take you to the ball? I would love to go with you, Kirile. Shale won't be too happy about this. I'm sure he'll get over it soon enough. Yeah, I bet you're right. He's a tough guy after all. That he is. The next morning when I woke up, Shale had already left. I was sad that I didn't get a chance to say goodbye, but I knew this was probably for the best. It would have been hard to see him go. We've got a long day ahead of us. Are you ready? Not particularly. Whatever will be, will be. All you can do is try your hardest and hope for the best. I'm not sure that's very encouraging. Let's just go and try our best, okay? And no matter what happens, I'll be with you. Thank you, Kirile. By the time we arrived at the ball, the room was full of guests, many of whom I recognized as nobles from the High Court. Wow, this is one crowded place. I must admit I've never been good with these stiff formal functions. I'll be fine. I doubt anyone will bother trying to talk to us anyway. You're probably right. And plus, even if they do, that's why I have you here, right? That's right. Well, shall we dance? To be honest, I'm not actually very good with dancing. Neither am I. So then, let's just make fools of ourselves. Sounds like a plan. As we stumbled across the dance floor, we got quite a few looks, but we didn't mind as long as we were having fun together. For a while, I was able to lose myself in the movements and the pleasure of his company, but we were soon approached by the host himself. Ah, there you are, little princess. I've been waiting for you. I'm sure you have. This ends tonight. I will no longer stand by and watch while you destroy my beloved nation. Oh, is that so? Well then, let's settle this once and for all. I challenge you to a tournament-style duel. Let's find out which one of us is fit to rule this nation. Very well, I accept your challenge. I do kind of like that this ending is a little more involved and a little more, it takes into account more of your actions, to an extent anyway, from the game. Whereas, last week with Shale's, the final battle of Shale's route, it wasn't really a battle, it was like, okay, choose which approach you want to take, and we chose to outsmart him, which didn't really feel like we outsmarted him at all. More like he just randomly became an idiot for some reason. Because we went to the ball and then like slipped poison into his drink. Um by the way, mature content warning. Violence. um but yeah, so we slipped poison into his drink, and like he didn't realize that we did it because we outsmarted him by pretending to be like all nice and diplomatic and like, oh yeah, I forgive you, no hard feelings. And then like after this whole game of him like trying to bring her back, uh, forcefully, he just lets her go. Not very uh it just felt anticlimactic. But this one we actually get to be a little more involved and get to take him down notch by notch. The final match will be on this side, the former Princess Zuleika fighting to save the kingdom and regain her honor. And on this one, we have the one and only Emperor Nephron, who refuses to give up his seat of power. Yeah, can't imagine why. Which of these legendary fighters will win? Let's find out. For my people, I must win this fight. Wow, Nephron. Wow. I mean, I get you're the villain, but wow. I forgot how hard some of your dialogue goes. Okay. You'll look even more beautiful when I slit that pretty throat of yours. I can't even say it seriously. Wow. Notice that there is no forfeit option this time. It's do or die. But luckily, we've done all the others. We did a bunch of training, although not as much as we could have. So we should have a very high battle skill. And so hopefully, this battle will be super easy. That was pathetic. Take this. We're just gonna keep going all out. And hey, critical hit. Yes, yes. Let's get more of those. One or two more hits. Hey, I won! Hey, I got an achievement! Woo! I can't believe I lost. We did it! I can't believe it. Of course we did. I told you before that we'd make a great team, didn't I? That you did. So, what'll you do now? To be honest, I haven't really thought about it. I thought you were supposed to be the brains of this operation. Be quiet, you. I'm just kidding. Seriously, though, I may have an idea if you'd like to hear it. Sure, I'm listening. Well, I've been thinking about returning to KIRILE'S. I hear that dragons have started popping up all over the place again, and, well, they could use some help. That's great, KIRILE. Well, not the dragons are terrorizing the villages, but I get what you mean, lass. But, yes? I'd really love it if you'd come with me. As my mate. When my mom played through this, and she went on this route, she was so confused by that. She was like, why do you call her his mate? Is he Australian? I thought he was Scottish. But, you know. on your last and everything. I was like, well, you know, it's the whole like so pyrolins are they're very beast like. They tend to have beast characteristics. Um like horns and fangs and claws and stuff. So it was very much like a callback to that. It's like the mate in like an Animal Kingdom way is what that was supposed to be. Anyway, unless you don't want to. No, of course I do. I'd love to go with you. Great. But Kirile, yes? I am not wrestling any dragons. Of course not, lass. They'd snap you in half like a toothpick. Then you better protect me well, mate. Yes, ma'am, I will. A few days later, Shale returned for an official goodbye. It was hard to believe that I wouldn't be traveling the country with him anymore. The Nalani Angel had his place at the castle, though. With Nephron off the throne, the title of Emperor was given to the young Prince Durin, who asked none other than Shale to be his royal advisor. Once we said our goodbyes, Kirile and I left for his homeland, the mountains of Pyrolis, where we would spend the rest of our days. The two of us lived happily ever after, dragons and all. And that is my story. Hey, I got an achievement! Credits! Yes! Credits! All of the art included in those credits was all art that I commissioned or that I got through people, artists, back when I was on Gaia Online. Oh my gosh, it was so long ago. I was reminiscing about that earlier. Alright, so that was KIRILE'S Roots. I am so sad that I didn't get the chance to get like another romantic CG for KIRILE. So this is his only CG, but it's cute, so cute little hug. Alright, so that was Memoirs of an Angel, KIRILE'S Roots. How exciting. I'm gonna silence that. Yeah. So next week, same time, same place, we'll be doing Durin's Route, which is on that completely separate path that I mentioned, where it splits out in chapter 1. So, Durin's Route on a completely different path. His and Nephron's routes are probably half the length of Shale's Shale's and KIRILE'S roots. But we'll play through that next week. And then we'll save Nephron for last, because his root's a doozy. And I think the way things will shake out, we'll actually be doing that after the game has been released on Steam, which is fine. But yeah, that'll be super fun and exciting. And thank you all for joining. See you next time.